Hi
Hello,
Shreya,
ma'am.
how are you?
I'm good, ma'am. How are you?
Good, good, good. How's the evening coming along for you?
As usual.
What have you been doing during this time of the lockdown? Do you have a
I
routine you're trying to?
I started with studying actually. I expected the lockdown to be shorter, and started studying for my first year college studies. But the lockdown increased, and so I switched to my physical workout, which I was neglecting for a long time because of frequent traveling and competitions, which gives less time for me, which leaves with me less time for physical fitness.
That I was just waiting for some more people to join in. We already have 61 viewers out there. So let me introduce you. I'm joined on this Instagram today by the junior number one woman of India in air rifle, Shreya Agarwal. She has had several accolades. She's come onto the shooting circuit in 2015, and since then, she has had a very, very rapid rise. She is a part of Gun for Glory in Jabalpur, and she has also been drafted into the Project LEAP program of GFG, which is a fast track training program for the Olympic athletes. Welcome, Shreya, and thank you very much for sparing this time for us. First thing first, you are the number one junior shooter now. How does it feel to be in that league, being the number one? Is it a lot of pressure? Does that give you a lot of confidence being the number one? How is it like?
When I was introduced to this sport, I had no plans of getting till here or till even till national. I had no plans, but when I got to know that I'm in top ranking of the junior in India,
Mm-hmm.
it felt very special that not everything needs to be planned. Things just work out if you keep on continuing with something you feel you can do good. So I feel very happy and blessed that I am at this position.
So would you say for you it was passion over plan that worked?
Definitely yes.
So do you generally like to plan your days? Are you generally the kind of person who plans for things or allows things to happen?
Before I never planned for competitions or days, but since I have been traveling for 2 years for all the competitions, it leaves me with very less time to let things just flow. I need to plan things out when I have competitions, when I have to give my exams, when I have to spare time for study, so that I don't have a day, only a day for the exams. Like, so I now I plan for the next month, till next month, what rehab program I'm doing, what competitions I'll be playing.
Shreya, I am seeing that there are questions popping up for you already. Someone's asking, most of the time we see you playing badminton, you posting pictures playing badminton. Is that your favorite sport apart from shooting?
No, actually, I started that trend at my Gun for Glory Shooting Academy after my practice hours. Everyone used to sit in lobby and chill, talk, gossip. So I saw badmintons and stuff at range storeroom. So I was like, can I borrow it for a day? And then I went in ground, and I was like, if someone wants to join me, they can play. So it
Mhm.
became a routine later that everyone who is free around, they'll come down and play a match or just chill with badminton.
Shreya, you still must be in the school, one of the senior girls in the school, and given the achievement that you've had, there are a lot of people who must be looking up to you. What is it like, being a top shooter and then going back to school, being in the class?
Actually, I'm in college first year. I would have completed,
Okay.
I would have finished with my college first year exams if this lockdown wouldn't have happened. But yes, till 12th, it was very nostalgic to go back to school after every 3-4 months to pay a visit to principal and class. That hi, I am back
Mm-hmm.
and for exam. So yes, I also college. I've not been regular with the college at all because of
So is this your
competition.
first year? Is this your first year in college or your final year in college?
First year.
First year in college. Okay. How so far have you been able to strike a balance between your studies and your shooting?
Uh, I was very much scared in starting that when I initially started shooting, it was very difficult to manage school as well as daily practice. But when gradually my parents saw that I'm doing good and I'm progressing very fast, then my parents allowed me to even skip my exams and go for the competitions. I did skip my 12th
Okay.
exams, and my parents were very much fine. Academy was fine. My school supported me that they were like, yes, you can skip the exams and go for the competition. So I think
Mhm.
everyone around me makes it possible for me to balance things out between school and
So
competition.
there are two questions that popped up for you. One is, who is your biggest inspiration, and who would you consider your biggest opponent in shooting? You can take them one by one. Inspiration and
Okay,
opponent.
inspiration, I would say Gagan sir definitely because when I was in, I think primary school, there was a chapter in my Hindi or English textbook that told about Gagan. That chapter was about Gagan sir, that his parents sold some land and bought a weapon for him. So it was a catchy topic for me, like when in India, no one gives priority to sport. His parents pushed him and gave him all his support.
Hmm.
So I was very much, excited to get into some sports since then. So I tried many sports. But then when I got to know about Gun for Glory, I was like, I need to join the academy and I need to experience this sport.
So was it kind of a dream for you to shoot alongside Gagan, to also experience, see the way he shoots in person?
I've not seen him shooting personally yet,
Mhm.
but definitely I admire him as a person and as a sports person, and I
Mhm.
look forward to shoot with him and get some tips. Live shooting.
And what kind of training tips do you get from Gagan?
Gagan sir has been, helping me out with my Olympic trials recently, and
Mm.
he actually helped me improve with my balance and self belief and in everything like basically the most important component of for a shooter for especially for me is self belief, and most of the
Mhm.
time I'm like, can I do it, can is this possible, is will this work out for me? But sir was like, if you have a chance to go for this competition, why don't you give your best?
So, who would you say is the biggest opponent? Is it an individual? Is it a person who's your opponent, or you versus your self belief, you versus your confidence? That's always the struggle.
I think that's me versus my self belief on top because most of the
Because
time I have
shooting is
practiced.
essentially an individual sport, is
Yes, and
mostly a very individual.
most of the time a shooter gets very much nervous, like match pressure and all. So that is the most important thing to be, taken care of for a shooter by a shooter. So it's more of
Mhm.
a self versus self competition.
Mhm. There's another question that's popping up. How do you handle excitement and stress?
I have my psychologist, Kirtika ma'am, taught me some visualization exercises and breathing exercises. So that helps me a lot. So I think for most of shooters, it should help. It's but it's obviously individual with everyone. So I think it
Mhm.
for me, meditation and breathing exercise helps a lot.
Okay, what are the pre-match thoughts you have before you get down to playing a match? Do you have any thoughts? That is the first thing. And if at all, I think for the shooters, it is about controlling that thought, isn't it?
Yes, for me, most important is to not get overexcited for a match and just stay calm, stay grounded, not get overexcited for the match, as well as not get conscious about the score, because and I let the match go with the flow. I don't usually pressurize myself with the result.
Mhm. You mentioned earlier on in the chat that you're not a person who plans, but when you get into a match, when you have to play a match, do you plan? Do you go according to a plan, or do you see on a given day how things work out, and then as you go along, you follow a template? How is it like?
For every day and every competition, I have a different plan which I
Mm-hmm.
work with for a competition particular day. It depends what my mood is, how I have been practicing, how the environment, of course. So everything I think matters when you know how you're feeling as well.
And there's also a question about you joining the Indian team. It has not taken you a very long time to join the Indian team. Would you say that the others who came into the team vis-a-vis you, you have gained a lot of time over them because you got a certain kind of training and preparation base through Gun for Glory, which is why it helped you to get to the team faster than the others?
Definitely, because I initially started with Gun for Glory, and the Gun for Glory Shooting Academy has a package of everything possible to work with a shooter. They provide you with the psychologist, they provide you with the nutritionist, fitness trainers. Everyone works together, so it gets easier for a shooter to not scatter thoughts and work with everyone individually. They all work together, and it gets easier.
There's also another question that popped up. How was it like beating Ella, Apurvi, and Anjum in the Olympic trials?
That was, of course, I was hell lot of motivated by Gagan sir and by whole JFG team and my parents. Uh, Before the match, I was like, sir, I've not slept for the whole night. I've just slept 5 hours. Like, and then sir told me just, when you sleep less, you play a good match. So I was like, this is something I can take as a motivation, and I'll shoot the match. And I just went with the flow and just kept in mind my uh, basic technique and the uh, inputs that Gagan sir gave me before the matches. So it helped
Mhm.
a lot, and I improved a lot, and that was my personal best. So I was extremely happy.
Does a little bit of anxiety, little bit of stress help you to perform better than not having any stress at all before the match?
Definitely, yes. I have experienced when I'm anxious about the match, I give 100%, and when I'm not anxious about the match and I'm chilled, things get wrong. I take too much pressure then, and uh, too much pressure is also not good. But when it's in between, it works well for me.
Um, Also, in your generation, you are not only going to shoot individual but also mixed gender events. What is your idea of mixed gender events, and how in such a situation, in a dynamic when you have a male player and a female player, you draw inspiration out of each other?
I usually don't think that there's a male and a female competition and players together, because with junior squad everyone works together, and it has been made easy by Suma ma'am, our national coach, that everyone has the same plan. everyone works
Mm-hmm.
together. And in mixed team, obviously you need to have connection with your partner. That
Mm-hmm.
previously there was a format that you have to shoot alternately. So
Mm-hmm.
it also works with how fast I shoot and how fast my partner shoots. So that is more of a compatibility thing. But later on the format changed and it got quite easier, but also tricky. So I enjoyed that match more than individual
Mm-hmm.
sometimes.
Now, Shreya, you have a certain set of coaches when it comes to Gun for Glory. Nishant is the one who teaches you in the academy, and then you have Shima in the national team. How do you make sure that both training schedules of both the coaches align so that you get the best result out of the training that you do?
Again, everyone works together, and I keep Nishant updated about my training at competitions and camps in Delhi, and I keep Sumama updated about my schedule and my
Mm-hmm.
progress during when I'm at home or I'm somewhere else. So it balances
Mm-hmm.
out.
Um, Also, there's another question that pops up about shooting generally being a sport for kids who are from well-to-do families, and it's not for everyone. Do you think that even today, when there are academies like Gun for Glory that have come up to help and subsidize the sport, it is still beyond the reach of the ordinary?
I think somewhere yes, because not everywhere the facilities are available. But
Mm-hmm.
I think in near future it would be very much available for everyone.
Hmm. And in Jabalpur, when you started out with Gun for Glory, how much help did you get? And at that time, I believe shooting wasn't much of a sport really in Jabalpur. It wasn't that well known. Gun for Glory had just come into being. So talk us through that phase when you entered the Gun for Glory in Jabalpur to now, how the sport of shooting has also seen a change, a transformation in the city.
So when I started shooting in mid 2015, it was just 1 year to academy started. It was not a very popular sport, and it's still not very much popular among citizens. But it has come a long way in Jabalpur. Like people recognize when we talk about Guts for Glory, when we talk about the competitions, and
Mm-hmm.
people keep me posted, keep my parents posted that we got a new news clip of Shreya on this newspaper and all. So people have started noticing, and it has come a long way. Like when I started shooting, equipments were not up to date, and there were
Mm-hmm.
not facilities for everyone. But now all the facilities are available. The state government, National Rifle Association of India has uh,
Mm-hmm.
increased their infrastructure, so everything is getting better day by day in shooting fraternity.
Mhm. Would you say today, because of your sport, you are a mini celebrity in your town?
uh, kind of yes, kind of no, because I have not had a celebrity moment yet. But yes,
You
I
haven't had a
feel like
celebrity moment yet.
not yet.
Okay, okay.
But I feel like a celebrity at home when I come back from a competition, when my parents pamper me with my favorite food and all.
And a couple of years back, we had heard from Saina Nehwal in order to win the Olympic medal that she'd long dreamt about. She not only pursued a very strong regimen, she also gave up things that she loved to eat. For example, ice cream. Would you do something like that? Would you, or have you already given up certain kind of food to enter a regimen that would, take you all the way to the Olympic podium?
Not actually. I eat sometimes. Like I plan a meal. Like I'll eat this after this match. So
Mm-hmm.
I plan my meal, a special meal for myself, but I don't restrict myself from eating it.
There's a question that pops up. What were your thoughts when you played your very first international match? How was it? Take us through that time, that period when you played your first international match.
Okay, so Asian Airgun Shooting Championship, which was
That was
at Japan in
2017,
yes
2018,
2017. It
2017.
was
Okay.
at Tokyo, and
Mm-hmm.
I heard a lot about that city, and I was pretty excited when I got to know I'm selected for the match. But yes, I got too much excited for the match and I couldn't do well enough. But I think that was needed for me to give me a push to work harder than ever
Mm-hmm.
to get a to become a better player.
And you were still a junior at that time,
I was
as
a youth
you
at
have.
that time.
You were a youth at that time. Okay. There's another interesting question that has come up. I know that Gagan collects pins from people from other athletes. Another question for you is: do you also collect pins from other athletes? Exchange pins during competition?
Uh,
Do you
I
know
was
about
not
that
fond.
ritual of exchanging pins?
Yes, I was not fond of collecting pins back then when I started, but I recently
Do you
started
collect any kind of
collecting.
memento when you go for a competition? Do you like collecting stuff to remember that you did this at this place, and hence this comes back as a memory with you?
Yes, I usually try and collect a soft toy or a mug or some magnet or
Mm.
keychain, which shows specifically which
The
represents
event.
specifically the event.
Okay, so now before we take other questions, I'll have to ask you about this period of lockdown. Um, we all know that shooting is a mental sport, and to perform at your best, you have to be mentally very, very agile. How are you working on that aspect of the game in this period of lockdown?
I have been meditating and uh, of course when this is a in this lockdown period the anxiety levels are pretty high. But thing is to keep on motivating yourself. So I think this is the
Mhm.
time which is helping me get better with my patience level and my tolerance level. So it is kind of helping me out again. My visualization and breathing exercises help me keep calm.
Also, the lockdown started on the 25th of March. Were you lucky to have reached home just before? Were you in the camp before? What was it? What were the logistics like, or did you have to, hurry back just when you heard about the lockdown?
No, actually, I was at Delhi till 20. I was till 17th March. I was at Delhi for my Olympic trial too, which was a surprise event, of course, because the competitions got cancelled. The Delhi World Cup got delayed, so
Hmm.
I got back before the lockdown, and actually
So there
4 5
was no
days before
problem really.
there was no
You could
problem.
be with your parents during the time of the lockdown. So when the lockdown was announced, did you correspond with your coaches what to do in the future, what to do during the lockdown, how to best utilize this period? Did you chart out a strategy back then?
I planned my exercise schedule. I was delaying my rehab schedule for a long time. So
Mm-hmm.
I got this opportunity to continue with my rehab and start with the basic training, which keeps everything settled for me in shooting. So I planned out for dry holding at home. I had my weapon and kit at home, and I
Mm-hmm.
actually planned things out that this time I would do some holding and this time I would do some meditation, this time some exercises properly.
Shreya, a lot of the sports are doing virtual competitions. Do you think virtual competitions in shooting will work out?
looking at this lockdown condition, definitely yes. I think in near future this would be a next era of shooting. But I'm not
Mm-hmm.
sure when I'll be participating in that. I pretty like the idea that everyone at their home and shooting it. I'll
Mm-hmm.
definitely try competition next time.
Have you tried something like that? Have you tried speaking to your other friends across teams to figure out how this idea could work? A virtual shooting
Not yet
competition?
because not everyone has range at home, and even if we are trying to get a manual setup at home, because of the lockdown, we are not getting permissions to, you know, transport our equipment. So maybe if
Right.
we get some uh, liability to get the equipment at home, this would work out.
Mm-hmm. When the lockdown lifts, whenever it happens, we don't know. What is the first thing that you would like to do?
I'll go to range and shoot at least for 2 hours.
Not meet anyone that you haven't met all this time, and
No,
no,
I'll
nothing,
just go
nothing
and
of that sort. You don't miss any human connection for that matter.
I I miss meeting my friends, but then again we are connected through social media. Uh, but I am definitely miss shooting because the live shooting is far different from the dry practice, which I miss
I
the
think.
most because the longest time I have been off shooting.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Since the time you began, which was in 2015, 5 years back, there's a question that popped up. How much time do you spend on social media?
Uh, a lot actually. I'm a social media buff. I'm almost all the time on social media. My net is always on.
Mm-hmm. And
But
do you
I
play? Yes. Tell me, go on.
but I but I plan for things like I'll not play games. I'll not
Mm-hmm.
watch movies for long because I already have power. So I don't want
Mm-hmm.
to go with another level of high power.
So you don't play video games. You don't play
No.
video because there was a question about PUBG that many shooters play PUBG, and whether you also play PUBG or any other video games. I can see angry faces of Gagan popping up when you mentioned about social media, spending time on social media. But carry on, you can answer about the question on PUBG.
I downloaded PUBG, but I'm not really able to figure it out how to play.
Mhm.
I'm really not a gamer. I'm sure now.
You're not a gamer.
No.
But okay, so what are your favorite social media handles like? Is it Instagram? Is it Twitter, Tumblr, Facebook? What is it like?
Uh, I think Instagram because I keep on scrolling on Instagram for some time, and then
Mm-hmm.
for now, news is more on Instagram than on TV.
Mm-hmm. So you follow news on Instagram.
Yes.
Do you like following news as someone who is a globetrotter, uh, who plays a global sport? Do you like following what is happening around the world?
Not late really, but if a notification pops up, I read the news.
What about this period of the pandemic when most of us have led very isolated life, disconnected lives, will really stand up for you because everyone says this is once in 100 year event, and something like this will probably not occur in the next 100 years. What is it that you're going to, remember out of this period the most?
I just keep on saying myself life just goes on and live every day to the fullest. So I think
Mm-hmm.
I'll remember these days as these days are testing patience for everybody. Well,
Mm-hmm.
remember the lockdown as, how much I can be of, how much I can be a patient person.
There's also another question about your brother being a pistol shooter. So, do you guys, draw motivation from each other? You help him through his matches, and he helps you through your matches, or vice versa?
Yes, whenever possible, I do help.
Mm-hmm. But do you guys have a synergy of sorts? When it, or he does things independently and you do things independently.
Mostly independently, but when sometimes we have discussions, we definitely share views and suggestions.
Who followed whom to the range? You followed your brother, or your brother followed you to the range?
Actually, my that was a decision by my parents that not one kid would go to the range. Either both will
Hmm.
go and practice, or no one will go and practice. So it was me who pulled him to the range.
Okay, okay. And the question is that why did you pick up rifle and not pistol?
Because I was comfortable with the rifle and it had support of both the hands. I found rifle easier than the pistol.
Mm-hmm. And in that, when shooting, we all know is an individual sport, but you are part of a team. You've been a part of the junior team. Now you're a part of the senior team. How does the team dynamic really work in a situation like this?
I think everyone is, we all are in connection. We keep messaging each other in almost a week that
Mm-hmm.
we'll do this after we get to the camp. We'll do this. Everyone is planning and deciding that we'll do this. I miss the camp. I miss the camp. So everyone is eagerly waiting for this lockdown to get over and get back
Mm-hmm.
to the national camp.
Mm-hmm. And how many time do you practice at home, and what kind of yoga regimen that you have is also another question.
I practice for around 2 to 3 hours a day. If I am
Mm-hmm.
at home, Jabalpur Academy, and if I'm at the Delhi, if I'm at Delhi camp or national camps, it depends on the schedule made by the coaches. But it's usually 4 to 5 hours minimum. And about
Shreya,
yoga, I
yeah, go on.
About yoga, I have a little stretching and yoga in morning just to uh,
Mm-hmm.
just to pump up and start the day, and then in evening I have my workout session.
Mm-hmm. So we do know that Gagan's parents had a lot of stress on him completing his education because he played the sport at a time when there was no certainty when whether sports will become a career, whether he will go on to succeed in sports, or whether he will have to fall back on the option that is academics. Now, how much do your parents tell you to complete your studies and put accent on your education, and is education a priority over sports for you as well?
Initially, when I started with the sport in 2015, studies was a priority because we were not sure that how well I would be able to do. But gradually, I picked up the sport, and when Gagan sir, Nishant sir, and everyone at GFG started telling me that I have potential and I can do better. So then my
Mm-hmm.
parents were like, "You can give your 100%. Whatever you decide, we'll support you." So I
Mm-hmm.
gave priority to shooting, and but I'm taking studies side by side as well. I'm not leaving it.
Mm-hmm. Uh, Shreya, you are a top class professional in the sport of shooting, but there is a sport called tennis and there's a sport called badminton. At your age, players, start earning top-notch prize money. Have you ever thought that, had you entered badminton or, done other sport like tennis, by this time you would probably have started earning fat prize monies and your life would have been a little different from what it is right now? Does that thought ever cross your mind?
I don't think it that way because I'm not sure if I would have been able to do that good in other sports as good I'm doing in my shooting sport. And
Mm-hmm.
I think I have earned a lot of blessings and support from all around the world. So that I feel that's more than enough for now for me to keep on going with my sport.
Your biggest aspiration,
Um, Sorry.
your biggest dream, your dream moment.
Uh, my dream moment is I'll
What
say
would be
the
your dream
World Cup.
moment in the future? No, not
Uh,
what has been, but in the future. The dream moment that you are building yourself up for.
I planned for 2024 Olympics because I saw Gagan sir getting a medal at Olympics and standing on podium, and
Mm-hmm.
that is a very special moment to see for a student, and I would definitely work hard to recreate that moment.
I remember doing an interview with Sachin Tendulkar once, and he had said that the moment Kapil Dev lifted the trophy for India in the '83 World Cup, he thought he would play the sport. Perhaps a similar moment for you when you saw Gagan lift the medal at the Olympic Games in London 2012, and hope, like Sachin Tendulkar, who went on to win a World Cup medal, your Olympic dream also comes true. Thank you very, very much for joining us on this chat and spending this time with us in the evening. Wish you a good time, a happy and healthy time during the pandemic, and the brightest future. Thank you very much, Shreya.
Thanks, ma'am.